Good morning. Welcome back to Tea and Pajamas. I was debating doing this in the living room, but I changed my mind because, well, it's kind of cloudy and Stitch was having fun yelling at animals through the window, so I wanted to give her space. Today's tea, I was going to do figments, but I decided to do this one instead. This is Brutaliteas Pommestein. This reference I recognize, and a lot of people who like metal probably will as well. And this one is Ceylon black tea, natural pomegranate and raspberry flavor, raspberry leaves, raspberries, freeze-dried pomegranate, and rose petals. And this is what it looks like. And again, you can see the links. I won't put them this time because I put them all the time. It's the same as usual. Facebook and Instagram at Brutaliteas. The website is www.brutaliteas.com, and they have a YouTube as well, which is also at Brutaliteas. So let's try the tea. You can't really see the tea. It's a nice reddish brown. Stitch! Yeah, it's a nice reddish brown. I got my sugar skull mug. Oh yes, this came in the package from the Matter Hatter tea review with the Adagio teas and the 3 cubes of red root. This is Lady Meow Meow Tea Shop. It's a little coaster for you tea or coffee or whatever. Keep the rings off of the furniture. And I will have to hide it from Stitch so she doesn't play with it. Let's see. Yep, it smells pomegranate and raspberry. And again, like I said, it's a nice reddish color. If you want to see the color, I can put it in a different cup. Hang on. Let me see if I can find the glass one. Okay, and we're back. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's not as reddish brown looking as it was in the coffee mug. The purple, I guess the purple from the coffee mug made it look more reddish. And I got tea on Lady Meow Meow. I have to rinse her off. The smell seems different. For some reason, when I had it in the mug, that's weird. The smell seems more concentrated there for some strange reason. Now I'm tasting the black tea. Oh, I know. It combined when the flavors combined more, I guess, when I transferred cups. Now I'm tasting more of the black tea. And a leafy flavor, more like probably the raspberry leaves. And the pomegranate smell for some reason not as strong. Hmm. In the other mug, I could smell the pomegranate and the raspberry. I guess for some strange reason, once I transferred it to this cup, and it was like a second pour, basically, it changed the aroma. I'm getting a taste. I can taste some of the raspberries a little bit. But the pomegranate, like I said, not as much. unless it's combining with the raspberries, because I've never had eaten fresh pomegranate. I've had pomegranate juice, and it's a sweet tart flavor like raspberry. So maybe that's what's going on. It might be blending with the raspberries. And then, like I said, the predominant flavor seems to be right now the black tea and the raspberry leaves. It is still very pleasant. What do I think? Yeah, I think it's just a nice tea. Because it's very fruity with the black and but well, not very fruity. It's fruity. It's a fruity tea, I should say. Because for some reason, like I said, when I poured it initially poured it, it smelled more fruity. It smelled more fruity than it tastes. And and then to wrap this up in a nice little bow, when I transferred to a different cup, it was less fruity. So depending on the pour, so basically, if it was so the first pour, yeah, it smelled more fruity and it had a little bit of the taste. And the second pour, which wasn't just basically switching cups, was more black. The black tea and the raspberry leaves, which but you could still taste the raspberry and the pomegranate, mostly the raspberry. Where was trying to go with this? Oh yes, I just barely woke up. It's just like between 5:30 and 6 in the morning, which is a little earlier for me for tea and pajamas. Um, where trying to go with this? Because it has a fruity flavor. What I was trying to say is, it would be good sweetened as an iced tea or as a hot tea. Right now, all I have is the Melinda's ghost pepper honey. The ghost pepper would probably overpower the taste of the fruit. So what I need to do next grocery trip, which will be next month, is get some regular honey. And also something to make iced tea in. But that will have to wait. Oh, wait, before I get into what I was just thinking, on this on the scale hit or miss, it's a hit. Like I said, the most brutalities. Like I said, my brain's not awake yet. Most brutalities, with the exception of Chai Put a Spell on You, they're all hits. That was the only. That's a near miss. It's a miss unless you mix it with milk. I don't remember what kind of milk I put it with, but it brings out the chai flavor more, and maybe sweetening it just a bit, like the chai the kids and I had when the time we went to that natural history museum when they were little, and we got chai. I think that was the Oregon chai. I think Oregon is the name of the brand. It was either that brand or another brand. It was sweet and spicy, and it had some honey in it, which was lovely. So yeah, chai's put a spell on you if you do it like that with milk and some honey. It's a lot better. Maybe even coconut milk. Anyway, back to this. This would be good hot or iced with honey, maybe sugar. We'll just say the sweetener that you prefer. Your preferred sweetener. Um, now back to ours. I have submitted my loan application to Ridiculously Amazing Mortgage for the WIDA loan. It went to the underwriters and it passed. It went through the underwriters. The underwriters approved it. So now it proved the fact that I have everything needed for the application. I'm not missing anything except for another W-2 which I'm getting today, and I will send that to the mortgage lender. So it's been approved for submittal. Everything's there, so my loan application is going to be submitted, and hopefully I get approved this time. And if we get approved, it should be easier to get approved. I'm sitting here playing with my hair. Um, like I said, hopefully it'll be easier to get approved this time because, well, not getting approved means we will have to try to make this space work. I won't be able to do the 99 bottles of beer on the wall. I won't be able to put up a bar. There's no space for a bar. Um, I can get another bookshelf in here. If I move the small bookshelf over near the computer table, which I have to kneel, I might need to get a small. If we get stuck here, which I'm hoping we don't, I will move the small bookshelf over near the computer, try to get a small stool to sit on, like a tuffet or something, and get a bigger bookshelf to put by the door. The police box will have to move. Where? I don't know. Good question. It'll move somewhere. Um, and the beer, I could get a second shelf to put beer on. Beer on. Yeah. Um, but it'll have to be. Oh shoot! It'll have to be with the cat trees. Then I have to move the cat tree, and then I'll have to move the gnome table. The gnome table, I guess, could go in my bedroom. I could move the gnome table in my bedroom. Move. Oh, yeah. It's too much shuffling and stuffing in here. It's yeah. We need a house. Definitely, we need a house. So I'm not even going to think about how to make this space work because I'm going to try to tell myself that we're going to get a house. So anyway, that's where we're at. The loan has been submitted. I have to wait for approval. And then once it's approved, and I'm going to say once it's approved, well, because I'm hoping it will be approved, we can start looking for a house and hopefully get one that's in my budget. So, and if it's not within my budget, well, then, yeah, we're back to square one trying to figure out how to make this little tiny place work. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. Again, Pommestein by Brutalities. And that was Facebook and Instagram at Brutalities, www.brutalities.com, YouTube at Brutalities. So check out their socials. And you can find me on here and also on Instagram. And my Instagram is Nekobat1962. And of course here. Facebook is just my regular Facebook with my name, which is Julie Foster. So if you want to see what I do regularly in the way of posting memes and putting stuff to my timeline, newsfeed, whatever, random stuff, you can follow me there. I occasionally make references to my channel. I occasionally share videos over there. And I have my DIY page as well, which is Neko's DIY. I don't check it very often because switching back and forth between my main profile, which is my one with my name on it, and that one, it's a glitchy proposition. And sometimes once I switch to the DIY page to check and see how that's doing, depending on how the Wi-Fi is going, if I'm at work, and here the Wi-Fi is good, but still, switching back and forth, Meta is a pain in the butt. It does. It takes a while. Let's just say it that way. It takes a while to switch back and forth between my two profiles. So I hardly ever use Neko's DIY. I leave it there because I have followers over there. I have people who, I know, it's not subscribers, of course, it's followers. I have people who follow over there. And I have crafters that I follow over there. So I check it periodically, but not as often as I used to. So you can follow me there, but like, what I'm trying to say is I don't always check it. I have a Patreon, but I don't use it, so don't bother with that. I have a Ko-fi. I also haven't really used it because I don't have it set up very well So basically, don't worry about Ko-fi or Patreon because I don't have them set up right, and I don't always check them or my DIY page. So basically, don't mess with any of those. Just check on what I'm doing here and on Instagram. That's the safest bet. Um, Again, as I continue to let you guys go, enjoy the weather. It's supposed to rain here around 7 again, and then the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday, is going to rain some more, which is nice. So I'm going. Well, I want to enjoy. I was going to say I'm going to enjoy the weather, but I will be at work tomorrow and the day after. So yeah, enjoying the weather while you're at work is not a thing. Um, but if you have those days off, please do enjoy. If you have time after work, if you go to work to enjoy the weather, by all means do. Remember your umbrella unless you like to get wet. Um, if there's hail in your area, watch out for that. Please be careful. An umbrella won't save you from hail, so if it's hailing, don't go outside unless you have to. Yes. And if you are partying, drive responsibly, take turns driving the hearse, and of course, remember your large parasol or a large umbrella and your 100 SPF so you don't turn into a pile of ash. So I can see you next time. I love you guys. Bye now.